The Montreal Canadiens tank train is in St. Louis to take on the Blues. Yeah, right there. And right there. It's time for the Talking Habs pregame show before every Montreal Canadiens hockey game. Previews, lineups, and the Guess the Score contest. Here's your hosts, Rick and Matt. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So Montreal's on the road, I think for like 3 games, and then they're back home for 1, and then back on the road till the end of the year. Yeah, I mean the tank train is keeps on a rolling with the news of Tyler Toffoli out for 8 weeks after surgery on Wednesday to his hand. That was the upper body injury. So Tyler Toffoli gone till the trading deadline, basically. Also, Jake Evans. Jake Evans got hurt in the first period of the last game, the Chicago game, which I didn't do, so I didn't really see it, so I don't know what happened. He is out tonight, and he's being reevaluated on a daily basis. So the tank train keeps a rolling, and yeah, that's kind of season we're having, and that's just the way it's going to be. I don't know this for sure. But I kind of suspect that with Toffoli, his hand is injured. Maybe they tell him, like he could have rehabbed it, come back, finish the season. They probably say, you know what, go get it fixed, because he's better healthy and ready at the deadline than he is still injured. So I think, yeah, it's part of the tanking job. I think this is what's happening at this point. And I don't see why we should think anything else and why they should do anything else. All right, let's see who's here. I think it's just Daryl Adams checked in with a comment. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you have to take a subscription or subscribe to make a comment, but you can just unsubscribe right after if you don't want to keep the subscription. So I hope that doesn't hold you back from chatting here on the channel. And hey Franco. So, blah, blah, blah. Daryl Adams asked me, Rick, with Toffoli out for 8 weeks, can they put him on the LTIR and get us some money to get someone else? So I answered back that I believe they can. Yeah, 8 weeks seems like LTIR. I think they can get that. But, like, why would they want to do that? Because it's obvious that the tank is on. Why are you going to want to go and get somebody to help improve the team? Is it really? At this point in the season and all that, there's no chance. So, yeah, I doubt they do it. Seems like they need more. They need that money to to be able to bring guys up after guys keep going off. It's over $60 million of the original salary cap money is on injured reserve or injured or in some way out. So. Hey Franco, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm feeling better today. Today, I couldn't really say that yesterday, but today, that's why I didn't do anything yesterday. I just really took a day off. So yeah, I'm feeling better for it. So knock on wood, but it's just a reaction to a flu shot. It's nothing to be overly excited about. It feels like shit. That's all. But it's all the beauties of the flu without the flu. It's really except and no temperature. It's basically everything the flu gives you, but without having fever. Nice. And she said it would last 24 to 48 hours, pretty much like 48 hours right on the nose. And yeah, really weird. First time ever for me for that. Never had that happen. And of course, Matt had asked me after the last show, I hope that means you're not going to, I hope it doesn't stop you from getting the flu shot next time. I was like, what? Do I look stupid? Of course not. I understand how flu shots work. It's just I've never had it happen to me before. So, but it doesn't stop me. I understand. All right. Enough of that stuff. Yeah, still not. I took a chance, 4:00 Saturday afternoon. Pretty shitty weather out there for Montreal for the home city. Figured there'd be more people around, but people can watch this in the replay. So I have some new stuff. I have some preview for the game tonight, so we'll get into that. And along the way, if there's some questions, I will do my best to answer them for you. So let's get, I wish there were more people here for it, but let's get into it because I have a feeling it is going to be a quiet pregame show. As you know, as the season goes on and the team just sucks, there's so much less interest in what we're doing here. At least for me, I know I'm kind of an acquired taste here on YouTube, as opposed to some of the other people. So it's a little harder for me these days. But you know, no crying in my coffee, that's for sure. You just got to keep working at it, right? And that's what I plan to do. I'm gonna start trying to do some videos more like I used to do. Like I don't know. I'm in this rut right now, working at getting out of it. You know, it's like a roller coaster, right? I'm in one of those. That's all. Hopefully, I start on the upswing again with the team. Hopefully, we'll see. Anyways, that's enough of me complaining. Because I mean, really, who's listening? All right, let's get into the. Stop crying in my coffee and get into what I'm here for, man. Come on, man. All right, so let's get into the news. So first off, tonight's starting goalie for St. Louis is Charlie Lindgren. So Charlie Lindgren's going to get his third game. I don't know. I think it's his third game. He is 2-0 with St. Louis. So Jordan Binnington is out on COVID protocol. Ville Husso is injured, and Lindgren is in net. So we got that. So if you look at the way the season's kind of gone, you kind of look at it and go, oh, Habs are getting shut out again tonight. But then on the other side, Jake Allen's going to be facing the St. Louis Blues for the first time since we've acquired him. So, you know, that kind of balances each other out, except that St. Louis just playing better than us by a mile. So you got that playing in today. Blues are on a 6-game winning streak. So I asked, due for a loss? But then I wrote, but so is Montreal probably, because it seems like every game they're due for a loss. So there's those things playing in here tonight. Joel Armia's in the lineup tonight. Jeff Petrie is back at practice, but he's not in the lineup. I mentioned Toffoli and I mentioned Evans. So that's on the news side. What do I got up here? No other news stories. This is the game tonight. Montreal 6-19-3 with for 15 points, 7th in the Atlantic. Really, I did this morning. I thought anyway. I thought they were 8th in the Atlantic. I don't know how they got out of that. St. Louis is 14-8-4, 32 points, and they're 4th in the Central. How to watch this game? Start time 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. In Canada, it's on City TV, which I hope to get it, but the weather here sucks. I don't know if my antenna is going to pick it up tonight. So I'll be watching it online more than likely. Sportsnet East in English and TVA Sports in French. In the Blues region, Bally Sports Midwest, streaming legally ESPN Plus, NHL Live, Sportsnet Now. And on the other side of that coin, on Sports Surge, the betting lines for tonight. Spread, if you take Montreal 1.5, a plus 1.5, and you're getting minus 125 for that. St. Louis, it's minus 1.5, and you're getting a plus 105. The money line, Montreal plus 180, St. Louis minus 215. Over under is 6. You take the over, it's minus 115, and the under is minus 105. Last 10 games for these two teams, Montreal 2-7-1 on a 2-game losing streak. I thought it's a 5-game losing streak. I don't know. I guess if an overtime loss is not considered in the losing streak, but it's 5 games that they lost in a row. And St. Louis 5-3-2, and they have won 2. But I don't know where this is coming from because I read that they're on a 6-game winning streak. So again, don't understand what these things are. Makes no sense to me. Tail of the tape. Let's see. Scoring chances for percentage. Montreal 47.6, and that number just keeps it tumbling. 27th in the league, 49.4% for St. Louis, 18th. Goals per game, 2.18 for Montreal, 29th. 3.38 for St. Louis, 7th. Huge difference. Goals against per game, 3.50 for Montreal, 28th. 2.81 for St. Louis, 16th. Pretty big difference. Power play percentage, 13.3%. Lofty heights for Montreal, 30th. 28.4%. Third for St. Louis. We're going to get killed on the power play. PK percentage, 71.8%. 30th. Although Montreal's, I thought the power play was a little better lately, but the PK has been better of late. With it's probably a little under 90% now, but it's been up in those numbers. So hopefully that can continue. 82.2% for St. Louis. It's 11th, so they got good special teams. Head-to-head record last time they played an NHL regular season game, 2-0-0 for Montreal, so they won both, and St. Louis lost both, and not in overtime or shootout. Face-off percentage, Montreal 48.6%, 22nd, and a 49.6% for St. Louis. That's 18th, just a little bit better, kind of surprising. The goalies tonight, Jake Allen has been confirmed. A lot of people are saying, why play Allen? He's playing so much. Put in Montembeault. You know you're going to lose. But really, you're going to hold Allen out of the game, first game against his former teammates? I would think no matter what, Allen wants to play this game. Probably even has money on the board in the slight chance that they win. But Allen wouldn't want to be kept out of this game. 5-13-2 is his record, 296 goals against, and a 907 save percentage with 2 shutouts. On the other side, it is Charlie Lindgren. I don't have Lindgren's numbers. I only know that he is 2-0 in his 2 games that he's played with St. Louis, and is definitely not Binnington and definitely not Husso tonight. Players to watch in the last 5 games, Nick Suzuki, 3 points. That's 2 goals in there, and Cole Caulfield, 3 assists, and Mike Hoffman even in the point plus-minus department. On the other side, Pavel Buchnevich is 5 points. Brandon Saad, 3 goals. Colton Parayko, 3 assists. And I don't know the first name of Joshua, but he's a +5. And team leaders for the season for goals, Josh Anderson, 7. He's out for tonight. Nick Suzuki, 18 points. Ben Sherratt, 23 time on ice. And Jake Allen, 5 wins. On the other side for St. Louis, Brandon Saad, 11 goals. Jordan Kyrou, 25 points, and I'm happy to say I have him in my fantasy team. Colton Parayko, 24-13 time on ice, and Jordan Binnington with 8 wins. Current line, let's see now. Montreal, away record, 2-9-2, and St. Louis home record, 9-3-1. So, again, doesn't look good for Montreal. Record versus the spread, 11-17-0 for Montreal, 16-10-0 for St. Louis. Record versus over-under, 14-14-0 for Montreal, 14-11-1 for St. Louis. Versus the opponents versus each other over the last 3 seasons, just a 2-0-0 record, and 0-2-0 for St. Louis. Last 10 games versus spread, 4-6-0 for Montreal, 5-5-0 for St. Louis. And last 10 games versus over-under, 5-5-0 for Montreal, 7-2-1 for the Blues. Bottom 10 teams in this league. We'll go 10-1, or I guess it's 32. So it's like 23-32. New Jersey Devils, Vancouver Canucks, Philly Flyers, Chicago Blackhawks, the Kraken, not released to high levels, I guess. Buffalo Sabres, who dropped to where you kind of imagined they'd be. New York Islanders, big surprise to be where they are. Ottawa, and then Montreal. So why is, like I said, Montreal has to be in 8th if Ottawa is ahead of them. And Arizona, which holds games in hand on Montreal. So if you add those games, that in hand 2 games, that's 4 points. If that stays consistent, Montreal might end up in last by a point. Okay, morning skate today. This was at the morning skate. Suzuki in between Hoffman and Lehkonen. Paling in between Drouin and Armia. Evans in between Perreault and Caulfield. Now we know Evans is out, so it's going to be different with the lines, but I thought I'd show you the morning skate. Paquette in between Pizzetta and Dauphin and Ilonen sharing on the right. I don't know why you play Laurent Dauphin over Jesse Ilonen. I don't get it. Don't ask me. Ben Sherratt and David Savard as a top pairing, and aren't they defensively strong? Brett Kulak and Kale Clegg and Alex Romanov and Chris Weidman. And then practice, the other pairing was Sheneman and Petrie. And Allen as the starter, Montembeault as his backup. So now that's the lines at practice. Here's the Habs lines official for the game. Suzuki in between Hoffman and Lehkonen, Palin, Drouin, and Armia. Perreault getting the third line center with Pizzetta and Caulfield on his wings. And Dauphin now centering Paquette and Ilonen. So I don't know, but that's better because Ilonen's playing at least. Sherratt and Savard, Romanov and Weidman, Kulak and Clegg. And you got Allen starting. Scratch is Sheneman. Injured Dvorak, lower body. Toffoli, upper body. Petrie, upper body. Anderson, upper body. Joel Edmondson, it says undisclosed, but we know it's his back. And Jake Evans, undisclosed. I don't know what the injury is. COVID protocol, Gallagher and Niku. And last but not least for the Blues, O'Reilly in between Saad and Kiru. Barbashev in between Buchnevich and Tarasenko. Shen in between Walker and Sundqvist. Brown in between Dakota Joshua. That's his first name, Dakota. I like that name. And Pekka on the other wing, our ex-player. Matthew Pekka used to player. Mikola and Pareko, first pairing. Scandella and Krug, second pair. Perunovic and Bortuzzo as the third pair. Lindgren as the starter. Scratched, Bozak, injured, Perron, upper body, Robert Thomas, lower body, James Neal, upper body, Klim Kostin, upper body, Billy Husso is a lower body injury, Jake Whaleman, upper body, and COVID protocol, Binnington and Justin Falk joined them today. So there you go. That's the preview. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not holding out a lot of hope here for some whatever. I think my hope is in Jake Allen again, right? I mean, I hope he has one of those games where he just refuses to lose tonight to his former team. I think that's pretty much their only hope, other than St. Louis is due for a loss and Montreal is due for a win. And that's literally what it is. That, to me, those are whatever we want to call that, right? So we'll see how it comes out. I'm not holding out a lot of hope. I'm not. Let's see what you guys got to say now, since I've ignored you long enough. Habs Guru Perron's out, by the way, so I doubt he's going to get that one. Filibuster can almost, not almost, but not quite. Hey, Rich J. Glad to see Shane Wright saying he would like to play for the Habs. Yeah, I saw that. Not an overly enthusiastic, but I mean, I guess, could be almost anyone picking him. He's got to be pretty even for, he doesn't know where he's going to go. He doesn't want to piss off any fan bases before he gets there. I guess that's why. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to? Yeah, I don't know at this point. I don't know, but he said yes, he would like it as a storied franchise, all the history here. He would, some of the best fans in the league and all that, so we'll see. We'll see if we get him or not, or if we get just another, good top pick, see how Gorton works his magic before the draft and what kind of drafting they do. All to be seen. Did anybody see my poll? I had a poll out there today on YouTube in the community. I'm just curious. Did anybody pick Just Shoot Me? Yeah, that would have been my choice. How do you pronounce that? It's Buchnevich, right? I'm going to go with that. I think that's how it is. Anyways, very interesting last 24 hours for me. No need to get into it, but yeah, not getting along with some neighbors and a friend of his. Literally holding off a guy downstairs in my lobby with my cane. He wants to kill me because he's very thin-skinned. And then his buddy lives up down the hall from me, and he's big. Anyways, it was fun. Yeah, but I'm alive. Good thing I carry a steel cane. I guess it's scary. It's scary enough. The big guy said he'd shove it up my ass. He's not scared of it, but hey, when I told him to F off and walked into my apartment, he kind of ran at me. But see, it was funny. If it wasn't a little scary, but it was still funny. Yeah, I live in a great neighborhood. Apparently not. Anyway, I chose to handle it myself and not call the cops last night. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, guys, come on, let's get some conversation. I just gave everything out there. That was my whole day. Just everything gathered. That was it. I was surprised I'm not really surprised considering how bad the Habs are. There's just not a lot of news. There's not a lot of lately I've been kind of starved for ideas. Just I'm not sure what to do. So I've been actually looking for other videos that people are doing and saying, well, let me see. Because sometimes if I get an idea from another creator, I try definitely not to do what they're doing, but find an angle for myself on that idea. So it's not, I'm not stealing anything they're doing. The thing I'm talking about here is I'm surprised at how few Habs videos are out there. There's still Hockey Junkie making regular videos. He's like me, better than me. He's making regular videos. I'm not. A Scotian Canadian, he's not as regular, but I mean, he's still doing them. It's hit and miss the rest of the way with everybody. So it's like there's not a lot of Habs stuff, not a lot of interest. And you can see it with the numbers here, It's not just what's going on with the channel, which I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but it's just a general lack of interest in what's going on with the Habs. Until there's, everyone's waiting for the sexy trades and all that stuff. When that happens, yeah, it'll be different. But it's a struggle right now. What are you going to do? Right? It's the roller coaster ride of YouTube right now. I don't know where we are on that, but we're somewhere coming down. I don't know. No, you didn't miss the price video. I've been sick for the last couple of days with that flu shot. I was going to do it yesterday. I don't know. I still was sick and I still even had the chills a bit, not as bad. And I just decided to take complete day off. I didn't even have YouTube open or Twitter. I didn't even know Mike Nesmith from the Monkees died yesterday. A friend told me I hadn't been on Twitter. So yeah, I just took a day off yesterday, which was good. I feel good for doing that. So yeah, so I'm still struggling with it as far as I've got my information. I don't have an angle on it yet, I don't have a feel for the video. That's been my big problem in making videos. If I don't feel it, I can't do it. It comes out garbage. I don't want to do that. So I stopped doing those kind of videos. So yeah, this price video, I don't have a feel. I'm waiting for something to happen or information to come out that I don't know is coming out, but my brain senses is coming out. The best way I can put it, there'll be a time where I'm going to go, yeah, I'm ready, and I'll get the video done. So it's kind of stuck in that limbo right now. I can't help it. It's the process. It's the process, my creative process, guys. It is, though. It's the weirdest thing, but it is. And I've accepted it. So I was fighting it for a long time, but I've accepted my process. And I can't help it. And right now, I'm just not in a great place as far as coming up with ideas. So my apologies for that. I'm fighting through it. I've been there before, never lasted this long, but I'll come out of it. It's not helping how bad the Habs are. I mean, the Habs are good, and we're even decent. Be a little better, but not to make an excuse. Yet, when people say that, not to make, but it's making an excuse, though. What are you gonna do? Hey, babe, bye. Enter tap. How's it going, guys? J-Fed. All right. Caulfield. I wish Caulfield would get a freaking goal. Man, I see Ducharme. I don't know, man. Does he make it the whole year? I mean, is he ruining these kids? Is it a plan that he's got? Like, what's going on with his time on ice for these kids? I don't understand it. You know, no explanation. It's mind boggling how he plays the kids' time on ice. I don't know what he expects. The vets are gonna what? Turn the season around now? They're gonna make the playoffs? Is he? Does anybody? Okay, so I don't know how many. We're 25 people watching. Hey, NHL Hockey News, how's it going, man? Does anybody in this room watching this? Do you believe that Ducharme really thinks that he can turn this around to get to the playoffs, or just turn it around enough to start winning games? Like, I don't understand what the mindset is. I'm curious what you guys think out there. Unless you're mentally and physically ready, then it will be done. What's that? Oh, I don't know what, I'm missing that now. I'm not sure why you're saying that. They're tanking Rick, plain and simple. I think it's obvious. I think now it's obvious the tank is on. The official tank, the way a team does tank, I think that's on. Yeah. Bayby, I think they. How many games does he have? I think they might have already ruined his Calder run. So if I agree with you, if he hasn't, send him to Laval. If they have, then leave him here. I think only if they're going to play him right. Otherwise, I think he should go to Laval. NHL Hockey News, Perron's out, so he's not getting the first goal. Yeah, Blue Bark, I think it's just becoming pretty much obvious. Oh, wait, no. Bayby, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's like when I was a kid, there was Paul Masson wine. We will serve no wine before it's time. It's kind of like my videos. I always think of that. So I can't help it. It's the process. Did I see Ben Bishop retiring? Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that today. He is done. A knee injury, just he can't come back from. So that ought to make you understand why Carey Price might be taking so long. Franco, I mean, I kind of feel exactly that way, right? It might happen like, oh, geez, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not generically. There's a word for it. It might happen just on its own that they get better, but they better not try to turn that around. That's why I answered Daryl Adams, the first question in the chat, that like, sure, they can put him on LTIR maybe to Foley and get another player, but like, why? Like, what's going to happen? You're going to get another player for what reason? So, yeah, so no. Bayby, yeah, Caulfield cannot first or second line, and I don't if he's not on one of those two lines, he's got to be in Laval. NHL, no problem, buddy. Now, a lot of people, I don't think. I mean, if you didn't know the lineups, you would not have known Perron's out, so don't worry about it. Wait a second now. Enter tap. Where did that come from? Oh, yeah, no, they're tanking. I don't know if it's accidentally at this point as much. I think it's both, right? I think some of these injuries that guys are out for, I think they're injuries they might have played through. They might not have been out as long. Stuff like that. Like even Toffoli, probably an injury he could have come back from. But, hey, don't. Go get it. Go get the operation. You'll be back for the trading deadline, so we can either move you or don't. But we got that option. So I think that's, yeah. It's not total. I don't think it's totally accidental, but it's partially. NHL Hockey News. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the meniscus, right? Because his is the meniscus. For me, I've got what a lot of hockey players have. I've got just because I like to brag about it. I've got a small tear. I think it's still a small tear in my right knee of the ACL and MCL, and but my left knee I made it a little bit bigger, so I've got also a tear of the same ACL MCL. I got it in both knees, so I understand what they're going through, and it's not easy, and that's why I'm walking with a cane, because it's I can walk without the cane, yes, but it's more stable when you right, especially because I got both knees that I could hurt, and it's winter, so that's why I walk with a cane. If anyone's wondering, I'm not that old, but yeah, I need it right now. Yeah, so it's it takes a while, man. It's gonna take me a while. Who knows when I'm gonna get an operation at this point. Enter tap, exactly, right? You want these guys coming back beginning of March, play some games leading up to the trading deadline, and you start to move them. And that's what I think is going to happen, you know? So, yeah, heal. Get them healed now. Out of the lineup, heal. Yeah, Beba, you're right, but there's no need for that now. There's absolutely zero freaking need for anybody to rush back for any reason. So, hey, Harry Rice, how's it going, man? Yeah, Evans is out tonight. Yeah. Yeah, everybody, they just brought up the Rocket. Yeah. Yep. Although Armia's back tonight. So, yeah. Harry, got something to ask you, because while I remember, there's a list. I don't know how it is, but you can put me on accepted that I can refer to your channel. I'm saying this bad. When I do my live streams, I can set it so that when the stream is over, I can send them, if they want to go, to your live stream after. I need you to allow me to do that. I'm not sure exactly where it is in your channel. You got to set it and say, oh, yeah, Talking Habs is allowed to have people come out, you know, and I'll set that on my live streams of the games. And then afterward, when it ends, they'll suggest your channel. So I should have texted you this. Emailed you this, but you're here and I remembered. So do that, and I'll start putting that for the hangouts. That after the hangout, head over to Harry Rice. That's a new thing they're doing. So I don't know how new. I didn't realize that that's what they meant by that. So I just figured it out. NHL, no, it's not too late for surgery for me. It's that it's with COVID. I don't know when they're going to give me the surgery. I've got to see an orthopedic surgeon first. And my doctor said that could take 3 months before I even get the phone call from their office to set up an appointment, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're looking at maybe the summer. We'll see how it goes. And I might not need surgery. It's they're not huge. They're not torn right off. So I might not need surgery. So we'll see. Well, babe, I'm getting there. I got to leave the house with a cane, so I understand, man. It's a little easier with the cane, but JFed, that makes me think of, I think it's from either, I think it's from a Family Guy episode where they got from the Yellow Brick Road there, whatever that's called. And the scarecrow falls into the somebody goes, oh, look what happened accidentally on purpose. I didn't relay that like remotely well, so sorry about that. Remember, I'm just recovering from illness, eh? Have pity on me. Do I think Byron is tradable? Sure do. Sure do. He's got only 1 year left now on his contract, $3.4 million. I think that's a tradable contract now. Yeah, you know, with 2-3 years, yeah, maybe not. I think with one, maybe you hold a little bit of retain a little salary. I think definitely he's tradable. Oh, Harry, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Who else am I going to send him to anyway after my show? You're the perfect place to go. So yeah, absolutely. And it's something relatively new. Like I said, it's been out there for a little while, but I didn't know what it was, and I didn't explore it till a few days ago, I think. And yeah, I went, oh yeah, I better do that. What have I heard coming out of the NHL Board of Governors meeting? Nothing yet. Oh, the Olympics thing I heard, yes. And Gary Bettman said that he's planning to stay for a long time. We're not getting rid of him anytime soon. So the devil came out and spoke the truth for once. Yeah, I heard about I might have heard about the sensitivity training thing, but definitely they're going to honor the fact that the players actually are going to make the decision about going to the Olympics. So if the players decide that they want to go, the league's going to go, or they're going to send or whatever. They're going to be allowed to. So yeah, so that's going to happen. They have till, from what I understand, till about January 10th to make that decision. So I am actually hoping they don't. Not this year. I don't know. It's a risky. If you get COVID down there, you have to spend 3 weeks in quarantine. I don't know. I don't like. It's in China with things going. I don't know. I don't like it. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I kind of hope they don't. But in my opinion, I kind of think they're going to say yeah. They seem to want to go. Cannot see them making players take 90-day sensitivity training. Yeah, but is that just for everybody, or you have to have done something? So if you've done something to call for that, then you have to take that. Maybe that's how it is. Or it's like all the players in the off season, they have to go through this training all off season. That doesn't seem like that'll work. But they kind of need it. I mean, they're beating up on each other. They need to change that. Did he say they're successful, or that there's like nothing to see here? Well, he says it every year, though, right? Every year, basically. Yeah, no, everything's fine. No, there's nothing to see here. The man isn't delusional. He's evil. He's evil. Yeah. No one. They still don't know the status of that tennis player. That's. It's not surprising coming out of China, unfortunately, but I mean, it's insane. Okay, I'm going to find out for you, Harry. There is something. It told me that I have to be on the approved list for your channel. You have to approve it. I'll find out what it is and I'll email you and we'll figure it out. No worries, buddy. Because, yeah, I want to be able to send people over there without, it's easier. I don't have to think about it. It's there. They're going to go or they won't. But, I mean, you'll get a lot of people going when it's there in front of their face and they don't have to make a big decision to do it. I like that idea for it. They'll have to pay the players to take it. To take what? Wait, whoa. Oh, well, I don't know. I think if it's like 90 days in a row, then yeah. I don't know how they're gonna have to do it. I don't know enough. I just heard about it. I didn't read any details of what it kind of means. But that when I saw that where he said he plans to stay for a long time. First of all, how long? You're already old as sin, so how long does that mean? And if you live that long, then are you not really the devil? Are you not admitting it that you're not a real human being? I think so. Only the good die young, they say. Maritime, lots of Price and Gallagher talk. I'm surprised at the Gallagher trade talk, but I guess it's got to be out there. For me, I don't know, but apparently, I shouldn't say I don't understand. I was reading it today actually. Why he was asked about it, and he said he's not sure. He's not sure he wants to stay for a rebuild. And I mean, I don't blame him for that. Definitely don't blame him for that. I'm just surprised. I kind of thought he would be the type of guy that would say, I'm a Montreal Canadian and I'll stay here for life. Like, I kind of thought that from him. But apparently he did say that he's not sure that he wants to stay through a rebuild. And that's fair enough. I mean, the guy's a competitor, wants to win at all costs. Yeah, I can understand where he would be like, geez, a rebuild. I don't make it past that rebuild, and there goes my chance at winning. So I get that. But I would like to see him as the next captain. They'd have to do the training in the off season, and maybe you do 30 days of it an off season, and it's over a little bit of couple of seasons where you do the training. I mean, I don't know. They'll have to go through like a program where they graduate over 3 seasons from all this training, and then they don't have to take it again, something like that. Oh, to get back to Maritime, by the way, Price, I think is a legitimate. I think they're both legitimate trade talk. The thing with Gallagher, I mean, it's a big. He's got what 5 years left now on that 6.5. That's a lot. So that it's going to be the right deal. You're going to probably have to hold some of that back, and Price too. Price, it's up to him. Galley, does he have a trade? Gallagher, no trade clause with Galley. So, but with Price, he has to say yes. So, I think he will. I think that it's fair. I think Price should be allowed to go somewhere and get a chance to actually win. I agree with that, but the NHL doesn't seem to agree with that. But that's why they're Evil Corp. I agree with that, though. But, try to kill the devil. Gallagher was the win mentality, so rebuild might not treat him so well for a few years. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously that's what he's thinking, right? He's here long enough that he might end up like right at the end of it, but then who knows? It's not guaranteed they'll win it all in 4 or 5 years if they rebuild. Oh, babe, that's you probably got it right there. It's just lip service. That's all they're doing to it. Lip service, and it'll just get swept under the rug. Look at the Kyle Beach stuff already. I boycotted the game last game. I got questions like why are you boycotting? Like, I mean, you'd think you could put it together, but people are already forgetting about it. Not completely, but gotta be reminded. Oh yeah, that's right. Out of mind. What is it? Out of sight, out of mind. Patrick Roy come back? No, he's not coming in. I don't see Patrick Roy coming in. I don't think it's going to be other than those 3 guys at the top of that list that I put out a video. I kind of don't think it's going to be anybody else on that. Like, they have a chance. I think it'll be someone totally out of not really on the radar, other than those 3 guys that gets the nod. I think they're really looking for somebody that's moldable into who they want. Yeah, but I mean, but Galley, I mean, it's a lot of money, so it depends on what kind of deal they can work out. It's a lot of term, and he's the kind of guy that could be injured a lot of the time. Like, I don't know if that makes it a tradable contract, but his attitude will always be looked after, like sought after. Maritime, Patrick was a goalie coming back. Yeah, he might probably do better than everybody else other than Allen right now on our team. Renegade Man, you got to think at 10.5 million. I would think they probably have to retain a good chunk of that, a minimum 25%, and that's really minimum. Up to half because you're allowed half. So you figure 2.5 to like 5 million of that. I mean, who's gonna do you the favor to say, "Oh, we'll take the contract as is"? Like, I doubt that. Franco, really? I didn't. I have he said that? I haven't read anything about it. Yeah, I mean that, and if that's the case, I mean there you go. That's one of the problems with it, right? With Patrick is it's not going to be easy. Attitude is a big thing. Maritime, yeah, they're going to have to hold retain salary. Probably on a few of the guys they trade. Jeff Petrie maybe a little bit. Renegade Man, yeah, I've seen that trade. Brian Wild was the first place I saw that. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? You get Koskinen back. You can get probably their first round pick, and maybe or you get a guy like what's it? Dylan Holloway would be good, and maybe a lesser pick. But you can get some, you can get some pieces back for price. Yeah, Maritime. Well, we'll see. You're gonna have to hold something. I don't know how much it'll be, but no one's gonna do us a favor. I can't see any teams doing us a favor, making it easy for Gorton in any way. Okay, I'm gonna go in a few minutes. I'll be back at 7 as normal. The game is at 7, so I think all the games this month are at 7 p.m. So there's that. So I'll be back at 7 for the game. Matt's off on Saturdays as always. I think he went what he calls up north, which is still south of me. But so yeah, he's on a few days vacation. So I doubt he'll be in the chat because I don't know what kind of Wi-Fi he's got there. Bay, yeah, I think Edmonton, Colorado, good guesses. I could see Seattle, but I mean, not if he wants to go really win a cup there. But yeah, I mean, I'm planning a video. I've got a few destinations picked out. We'll see when we get to it. 3-1 Habs Paquette first, so you don't want to win at all. Has he got a goal even, Paquette? Maybe he's got a goal. Yeah. Too bad he has to be in the lineup. But I mean, if you're tanking, it's good. Hey, bye. Have a good one. See you hopefully later in the game if you're up for it. Yeah, Koskinen would very much help you rebuild if you want to lose every single game this year. Well, between him, well, I kind of think they keep Allen. I'd keep Allen, I think, through a rebuild as long as I could. He's already won a cup. Good, solid goalie, not costing a ton. Yeah, I would re-sign Allen and have a backup. So I don't know that you need Koskinen in return because if you have Allen, you just need one of the young kids as backup. You're in a rebuild anyway, or you have Allen and Koskinen. Babe, I know Seattle already had their shot at Price. I get it. 7-1 Blues, Tarasenko. Yeah, I don't know. I see 7-1, but yeah, I could see that happening. All right, babe, boy. Good to know. Yeah, Allen is worth every cent. I really do. I think. Well, I don't think he has a choice. He's signed for a year anyway, and there's no. He's got no clauses on his contract. Maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe he wouldn't want to, but he'd be the starter pretty much, right? So maybe he would want to. I don't know, but I would try. I would try to keep him. Fans like him. I mean, there's good reasons to keep him. And like I said, at under 3 million, he's well worth it. Especially when you're not paying if you move price and you're not paying that salary. It greatly lowers your goaltender salaries. All right, I'm going to take off here. So I'll be back at 7 in just over 2 hours. We'll do the live game hangout where I'll attempt to do some play-by-play. Maybe not as much as normal for a Saturday because I have a feeling I won't be able to get great reception on the TV. So I'm going to be online again. I'll be late compared to everybody else's game. But we'll have fun. We'll talk about it. And you never know. Maybe Montreal has a good game and wins. It is Charlie Lindgren in net over there. Apparently, though, he's playing a lot better in the St. Louis organization than he did here. And so when Montreal's season is gone, it's a good chance Charlie Lindgren's going to shut us out tonight, just the way it's gone, right? And the way we can't score. So we'll see what happens. But that's at 7. I'll be back for that. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I'll see you next time. So I don't know. When's the next game? Next Tuesday. While you're here, when's the next? Pittsburgh. They're in Pittsburgh on Tuesday. So that's the next one after that. So I'll see you on the pregame show for that. And I'll definitely have a video out before that. And I'll see you at 7. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks all that stuff. And stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. See you in a bit. Bye, everybody.